Imagine working for a big company, looking after thousands and thousands of instances. And you have noticed the problem that other users, they start instances that does not belong to them or their business unit. They terminate, they stop these instances which doesn't belong to their business unit. Now you have to come up with a way to prevent these people from stopping, starting, or terminating instances that does not belong to them. Today I'm going to show you how to accomplish this. We are going to use IAM policies. We are going to use tags. Last week I showed you how to auto tag using Lambda function. So we are going to build up on what we did last week. I still have my settings as configured from last week. So when I launch an instance, it's automatically tagged with the owner. The owner will be the username that I used to log into the AWS console or CLI or SDK. So it will take that user and tag the instances or snapshots or anything that I create with that user. So what we're going to do this week, we're going to build on that, and we're going to come up with a IAM policy that is going to check the owner tag and see if the value of the owner tag corresponds with the user who is trying to terminate, start, or stop that particular instance. Let me not waste your time. Let me log in to my AWS console. Okay, I'm in my AWS console. I've already logged in. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to IAM. Okay, and we're going to add a new user that we're going to use for this demo, and we call this user practice. Want to be able to log in with this user, and that should be fine. And I'm going to add this user to a group called developers. I'm not going to add any tag. Create user. Now a user is created, and this is our user, and let's go to groups, and this is our group developer. As you can see, let's go to permissions. We have no permissions. We don't have inline, we don't have managed policies attached to this group. Okay, back to the user. I can either create an inline policy and attach it to the group, or directly to the user. So what I want to do, I want to quickly create an inline policy and attach it to this user that I just created. We're going to need here EC2. It's taking time, this thing. Okay, here we're going to go with stop instance. We're going to go with terminate instance and start instance, right? So these three, what we need is we come to, let's do this. The resource will be instance, and we are going to add our condition. Our condition, we're looking for AWS request EC2 request resource tag, right? This one, and our key is going to be owner, string equals to. So this is how you reference the user. You'll say AWS user name, capital user there, AWS username. Okay, add. We are done with this one. We're going to add another EC2 to allow the user to be able to describe, and I'm going to actually choose all the describe, but I will edit with JSON for that one, and that's fine. Add another one, EC2, to allow the user to launch an instance. That would be a run instance. And in terms of resources, I will go with image EC2, network interface, security group, subnet, volume. I think that those are the ones. It's fine. And we don't need any condition for this one. Let's review what we have done with JSON here. Our condition, this is fine. And the describe, where is the describe? I'm just going to replace the instance here with asterisk. Okay, this is our inline policy. Review the policy, call it practice inline. Remember that inline policy will be deleted when you delete the user. It's different from managed policy. Okay, we are done. We have created the user. Let me log out here. I'm now logged in as practice, and okay, when we go to EC2 and choose launch instance. Okay, let me just refresh, because most of the stuff on AWS they do the eventual consistent thing. Now it's fine. Okay, review and launch. I'm just gonna go back a bit, and I don't like creating too many security groups. So review, launch. I'm not going to create secure key, launch. Our instance is launched. Here is our instance. Let me just refresh here again. We click on this user, we go to tags, and here are the tag: owner, practice, right? Environment, developer. So as I explained in the beginning of this video, that I am working on the environment that I've set up last week. If you want to know how I'm set up this, just watch the video that I recorded that I posted last week. So I can see that when I launch an instance, it was auto tagged with these two keys: environment and owner. The values is developer. This is the group that this user belongs to, and the owner is practice. So because now this user owns this server, we have got a key called owner and the value practice, meaning this server belongs to this user. He should be able to terminate it, but any other user that does not have the value of practice under owner here, he or she will not be able to terminate, stop, or start that instance. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just say stop, because this
say this instance belongs to this user, he should be able to stop it. And I'm going to quickly launch another instance using Bozeti user, and just hold on, let me quickly launch it here. Okay, if we come here and refresh, we have this we've got this instance in the pending stage, and you can see the owner is Bozeti, is not practice. This one, the owner is practice. This one, the owner is Bozeti. If this user tries to do anything on this instance, he should not be able. You are not authorized to perform this operation. If he or she tries to terminate, he's not allowed or she's not allowed. But when we come to this instance that belongs to him, to this user, and come and say here terminate, because it belongs to him, he will be able to terminate that user, that instance. I hope this was clear. Thank you very much. Until we meet again.